it is worth remembering that this movement to create protections for refugees came out of World War II and the Holocaust. And so I guess in some way there is an argument. It's very much stemmed in a it was very much a European context.
Yeah, and that's a great point about how this was all kind of stemmed from the Holocaust, because after all, those people that were affected were in general and mostly of white race, right? And this has become like something that's normalized to help a group of people that is being affected by a war. We've seen it in Ukraine, and we've also seen it in World War II, but also it's been disproportionately um, the response has been disproportionate to like the wars going on in Syria and the Middle East of refugees trying to come over to Europe to find a safe place to live. And even like recently, I've heard from an article that the Greek migration minister, Notice Mitaraki, called the Ukrainians, in quote, real refugees. So yeah, it's just ties into the stigma and bias that the wider Europe and Greece has towards white refugees.
The other underlying factor that those who make the argument that there's different classes of refugees don't make is so often the reason that people are leaving, the reason for migration, is actions by Western countries, whether it's war, whether it's climate change that's due to industrial things that are forcing people out of traditional agricultural situations. I mean, this is the thing, is that nobody becomes a refugee because they want to.
Exactly.
And so often it's a question of countries that are responsible for the migration being unwilling to cop to that, and countries where migrants are coming saying, well, why is this our problem? And this is the situation, where you now have a lot of arguments over semantics rather than actions.
Exactly.